Welcome back to our Zwift Racing League series where I take up the role as DS of the ZHQ Ravens. This video is part of a series, so make sure you watch episode 1 to 4 before watching this video. Last episode we had an amazing race with James Haywood nearly winning, coming second. Our results that day brought us to the 6th spot in the Zwift Racing League, exactly where we want to be, comfortably in the top 8. Today we have another team time trial on the menu covering 27.8 kilometers across Watopia's waistband. When it comes to our lineup, you have 6 Ravens you already know: James Haywood, Anders Stevens, Dan Ogello, Ben Wilkin, Ferenc van Houten and Chris Snook. Strategy-wise, our benefit is that we already did a team time trial in this series, so we can learn from our mistakes in that one where we finished 9th. After rewatching that race multiple times, we can definitely say there's 2 obvious mistakes we can avoid today. Firstly, we noticed that James Haywood was surging off the front a few times during that team time trial, but I would argue that it's not entirely his fault. It's up to the second rider in our train to take up that second spot, to take up the spot behind James Haywood, and that did not happen. So it's my role as DS in today's race to remind the second rider to take up their second spot at all costs. Next to that, we finished with 6 riders at the end of the race, which is honestly too much. We need to finish with 4 riders only, as it is the time of the 4th rider that counts. So it's going to be my responsibility during this race to make sure that if a rider is struggling at the back of the group, to tell them, do one last pull and then drop off. For example, if a rider is dropping at the back, we need to cut them off to make sure we don't lose time waiting for that rider. Those kind of decisions is what I need to do during the race. One major benefit is that the 6 riders in our lineup are fairly similar when it comes to weight class and FTP levels. This means that regardless of which rider is at the front, if they ride 125% of their FTP, the second rider will be just above their FTP, and position 3 to 6 would on paper be recovering. Anyway, all the preparation was done for the race, but then disaster struck, or should I say, disaster snook. Turns out Chris Snook broke his shoulder, which obviously is not ideal when riding a bike. Good news for the team though, regardless of his broken shoulder, he's going to be riding the team time trial, which might be unwise, but it's happening. A quick disclaimer: if you do have a broken shoulder, ask a doctor if you can ride. If you can't, then don't ride your bike. Next to Chris Snook, Anders Stevens was also in trouble, but not health related. I'll let him show it himself.
So this is my setup for today's team time trial with the Ravens. Very cushiony seat. If you actually look at this, it's a pair of bib shorts that's flipped around and has some elastic on for extra cushion. We've got these which are sort of fallen apart and might work. Points to a very positive time trial and flying up those hills.
Anyway, trouble aside, we're gonna give it a roll, so let's get this race started. 3, 2, 1, let's go Ravens, we're on flight. Stick together first. Now Haywood towards 365 for 50 seconds. Keep this up, guys. 10 seconds until Ferenc. You have to ride at 370 watts, Ferenc. 3, 2, 1. Come on, Ferenc, you can do it. Come on, Ferenc. Anders, it's on you to hold the wheel, eh? 3, 2, 1. At 380 watts, Anders, at 380 watts.
We're looking good.
It's your turn, Ben. It's your turn, Ben. 375. 2, 1. Chris Snook, it's your turn. Come on, man. Ferenc, 370. Good job, man. Good job. Nice switch. Very nice switch. Anders, make sure you can hold that wheel. Try and move up, Anders. Try and move up, Anders. Try and close that tiny gap that's creating. Nice, nice, nice. You're doing well. You're doing well. There we go. We conquered 30% of the route and the first intermediate checkpoint is here. 10th, a rather disappointing start, but the race is not over yet. That being said, the first hills are coming, so this is where it might get tricky. 3, 2, 1. 360 Ferenc. This is where a hill starts. The key is trying to stick together here. The key is trying to stick together. That's why I lowered Ferenc's watts a bit. Come on, Anders. Come on, Anders. Nah, we're gonna have to cut you off, Anders.
Sorry, guys.
Stick together on this downhill. Try and stick together. You're looking good. You're looking good. You're looking good.
I need to back off a little bit. Yeah, I'm guarding myself, just keeping up.
All these fish have nothing on you guys. Nothing. 2, 1. Dan, it's your turn. It's your turn right at 370. Anders off the back, Ferenc at his limit. That is when the second intermediate arrived. 8th, we moved up 2 spots since our last intermediate check, so that's great. In hindsight, cutting off Anders was likely the right decision, otherwise we might have lost more time. Anyway, let's continue. We're going into the last part of this time trial, guys. Come on, Ben. Come on, Ferring. Come on, Ben. Come on, Ferring. Hold that wheel. Hold that wheel. Hold that wheel. Hold that wheel. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Good job, Ferring, closing that. Good job, Ferring, closing that. Ferring, are you down to do a last pull?
Try, yeah.
3, 2, 1. 370. Ferring, 370. The rest try and stick in the wheel. Next up is going to be Ben. So, Ben, try and be in that wheel. 370, 370, 370. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. We're going to be switching. We're going to be switching. Ben, Ben, Ben. Next, next, next. Keep it up, keep it up. Come on, Ben. Come on, Ben. We're in the last kilometer, guys. We are in the last kilometer. The finish line is coming close. The finish line is coming close. 3, 2, 1. Come on, Chris. Come on, Chris. Come on, Chris. You can do it. You can do it. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Finish line is very soon in that next quarter. So keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Nice, nice, nice. That tempo can hold. Keep it up. Keep it up. That corner in the right is your finish line. Come on, 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 come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go, that's our team time trial done, and one thing is certain, every single Raven did their absolute best, from Chris Nook with his damn shoulder, to Anders Stevens at the start on his damn setup. The rest of the team kept it up quite nicely, Ferring with that one last final pull, and the other four making it to the line together. Let's hear what the boys had to say afterwards.
Oof. That was another hard one today. Pretty pleased with my performance, all things considered. Shoulder didn't feel too bad. It's mainly the legs and the lungs. Don't think I'm going to be able to take part next week, unfortunately. I'm not going to be able to pull on the bars hard enough for that Richmond course. But yeah, going to wish my teammates good luck for that one. Bit of a shame because legs have been feeling better and better week to week.
Looks like some very solid power output there for all of us. And it always shows that on how much the ZRL is actually pushing us, always trying to get the best out of us. For myself, I let myself down a little bit. I was just struggling to get into the right position to be able to allow to recover myself a little bit for my pulls.
That was a tough TTT. Yeah, that really took it out of me. I'm a sprinter. I'm not a time trialist. I was pretty toasted at the end.
It turns out we finished 8th, so we kept that same spot up. Very happy about it. That's one spot higher than our last team time trial. Honestly, becoming better at these team time trials is a matter of practice and in-depth preparation, neither of which we had the time for during this series, so I think we can only be happy with this 8th spot right here, bettering and progressing compared to last time. Now, onto the Zwift Racing League rankings. Where does this single team time trial leave us in the overall rankings? 7th in the rankings with only one race left to go. Our initial aim was the top 8, so that is looking good for now. Anyway, this series is brought to you by Zwift. If you watched this series so far, then you are aware that Zwift makes indoor cycling a lot more fun. Whether you are a seasoned professional or a shit cyclist like myself, it's for all levels. So if you want to try it out, go to Zwift.com and start your free trial. I'm afraid that's it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Next week is the final flight of the Ravens, the final race in our 6-week series. I'll see you there. Goodbye.